Hey guys, so I'm going to be focusing in on our second question of the case study. So this question deals with the diverse learning styles of individuals and intervention treatments. So given the diverse learning styles of individuals, what factors might a team consider when developing an appropriate intervening treatment? So there are many different factors that we found as a group should be considered by a team when creating intervention treatments. And so, before anything, the student really needs to be assessed. And so, there needs to be assessments done just to see where they are. Um, but getting sidetracked, the first um, factor that we found was that the team should really consider the student interests. So there was a direct correlation between successful interventions or successful learning and student interests. So this is especially true when considering rewards or reinforcement. So it's really important for students to really enjoy what they're doing and to be interested in what they're doing. And so teachers really should consider when creating an intervention treatment what the student is interested in. Um, it will be more successful and more easily implemented. Uh, so the second factor that we found to be considered was the readiness of the student. So this was defined in one of the articles as referring to the knowledge and skills that a student brings to the classroom. So this is the idea that the student should be ready academically, mentally, physically to move on and to work on those interventions. And so they really need to take into account what kind of makes their student tick or get frustrated or might be a problem. So really take that into consideration when you're creating an intervention. So finally, the third factor to be considered was the student's learning style. So really discovering how a student learns and the best ways to communicate information with them. And it's needed for authentic intervention because without it, the student could become disinterested and just really frustrated. And so we really want our students to activate their prior knowledge when learning, and this is true and even in interventions. So the teacher should be able to assess the student's progress and ensure the personal connections are being made to the content so that there is a better understanding among the students. Um, so I think ultimately it comes down to UDL. So UDL, or the Universal Design for Learning, is defined as a type of instruction that allows all types of learners to achieve the goal of the lesson. So the learners can have diverse abilities, but they'll all have the same chance of learning. So we found that there were three premises for UDL in one of our articles, and they are representation, expression, and engagement. So the curriculum must have multiple means of representing the content, expressing the content, and engaging the students in the content. So the students should be able to have a couple different options and really tap into that individuality and that ability to explore who they are as learners. And UDL does a really good job of this, and it allows for the students to not only discover who they are as learners, but to maybe explore different options that they might not have thought of. And so I think that when answering this question, to sum it all up, teachers and the team members, when creating interventions, should really consider the student interest, the readiness of the student, and the student's learning style. And again, this all goes back to UDL. So really taking into consideration that all students are diverse, and they're not all going to fit into that square box that the standards might put them in, and to allow them to really present their strengths in what they're learning. So thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.